Hey everyone, welcome to the MatMadik channel, MatMadik Cast channel. Back again with a reaction as I have the opportunity today. So, Vax That Thang Up. Let's just call out the elephant in the room. Alright, I won't front. It sounds funny. And I think it's got a tongue-in-cheek value that would actually be effective with many people. I understand that many people of the black community, whatever that is, who are up in arms about this, and I am very much empathetic. It sounds like this is another one of those operations designed to prey on people, pushing something on people. They say that it's for their own good, but somehow people, they're too silly to realize this how important this is for their lives. I mean, who cares about hydroxychloroquine? Let's just take this experimental, as they say, and to quote David Icke, they know what this thing does. But anyway, let's take this stuff and just go for it. The idea of this thing being pushed on people like it's a one size fits all is absurd. You're dealing with vax companies. My other channel, my native level, has been attacked all over the place for talking about this kind of stuff, but I'm just going to try it here, fly under the radar. Vaccination. Sorry, what is this crazy lamp I'm dealing with? Excuse me. These companies that produce vaccines, are not liable for grievous bodily harm that these so-called vaccines, in this case, inflict on people. Not to mention young ones who shouldn't be taking it in the first place. All right, and listen, I'm sorry to be just saying things so bluntly. I don't want to offend you. I shout out to any of you who come out and said that you've taken the jab. But it's your decision. I really do respect your individual rights. I'm just saying, as for me, that's a no. But sorry for the flashing lights. If you suffer from epilepsy, consider just covering up the camera. Without further ado, let's check out the video in question. Hey.
You finna online date chat, find a mate chat, open up BLK ass, okay yeah, profile picture looking tight chat, nice chat, got your bio reading right chat, precise chat, but before you find a date chat, you gotta wait chat, gotta go vaccinate.
Jeez Louise. Alright, this man's there's something about these grills that look very it looks as unappealing as the vaccine sounds. But anyway, I understand this character Juvenile, who I've never really listened to that much, made the original song called Back That Ass Up that this is a remix from. He definitely looks like he's aged quite a bit since the original song came out. Oh, there we go. Let me scroll down a bit. Juvenile, Back That Thang Up. Yeah, original song, or the censored version. Yeah, he shows up in the recommended videos right here, and he's considerably younger. Godfrey goes off on Juvenile. I gotta check that out as soon as I can. Oh, it looks like there's a bit. Like I said, it sounds like a funny song, like a bit like the Soul Plane movie, which is a black version of the movie Airplane. But yeah, uh, yeah, I can appreciate the tongue-in-cheek humor, but now I'm gonna join the voices that are giving this video a downvote. Yeah, Juvenile, Back That Thing Up. It's strange. Uploaded but 1 year ago. I wonder why. Anyway, I mean, because that song obviously years ago. But hey, here he comes. Yeah, looking considerably older. Not against him. All power to you if you're hitting the dating scene with that app. But this song being used as a way to promote vaccinations amongst a certain community of people is alright, honestly, it's laughable. Anyway, like it, whether you laugh with it or laugh against it, it's just laughable. In my opinion, by most of the people. To most who would stumble upon this thing. But let's just Check it out.
Get it precise, but before you find a date, you gotta wait, gotta go vaccinate, get it straight, girl, you look good.
Get a straight check, or a check to date. This is well, you know what? Hey, a guy came on the web the other day and said I'm super straight. If this is his standard for getting on down with people, all power to him. But if you weren't thinking about doing it before, I highly recommend you take this song as a warning as to why not to do it. This so-called vaccination has been pushed at people from all angles. Free French fries, you know, Krispy Kreme donuts, free, for a vaccine that people ought to be clambering over to get anyway. With less than, all right, never mind. People trying to say things to avoid the algorithm, but let's just say not as many people have been taken in by this and push as you've been led to as one would have been led to believe by networks such as CNN and MSNBC, which is under the halfway mark, to be honest. If you really want to know, don't just come at me and say, what are you talking about? I also give you a link or so to check out real information, but if you're really curious, ask me and I'll send you a link. But it's not really, this thing is not as effective. This so-called vaccination is not as attractive as some would have you believe. I understand Juvenile actually came on CNN and started to talk about this hilarious parody. Anyway, let's keep going.
Want you vax that thing up? You's a handsome young brother. Want you vax that thing up?
He's a handsome young brother. Vax that thing up. All right, dude. Sing to the men too. This whole thing is just
Ain't in real life, you need to vax that thing up. Feeling freaky all night, you need to vax that thing up. Girl, you look good, want you vax that thing up. You's a handsome young brother, want you vax that thing up.
Oh, I heard somebody said that what's the man's name? You know, Mr. Eminem is a guest of rap. Lord Jamar. He said I heard him say that. I heard someone say Lord Jamar is taking issue with what's the man's name? Juvenile talking about handsome young brother, especially Mr. kissing his biceps, in the name of pushing multiple agendas in hip hop. First, you got Lil Nas X doing his absurd. I'm not even gonna react to his "Call Me by Your Name" video. I don't need that in my channel. But first, you got Lil Nas X doing that. Then you got this Vax push. What next are the African American community going to be outraged by at large? Ay, ay, ay. Anyway, just keep going.
Ain't in real life, you need to vax that thing up. Feeling freaky all night, you need to vax that thing up.
He's chucking out these Vax cards. Jesus. Anyway, and here he comes, Mr. Ginormous.
I know you can't stand it, no holding hands, chick. But when we get the shot, we gonna be romancing. Girl.
This is boy. I did a rap with one of my people, my classmates back in high school, where we like advertising sneakers. I had to do it for like my school project, and we did this rap just like this. And we just both did it in the vein of let's get a rapper to advertise a pair of sneakers. And I'll have to say what the sneakers were, but who knows? Maybe we'll actually put it on the market one day. So I'll hold it back just for now. But it's super tongue in cheek to just get a rapper on, throw him on a beat to get. We were playing at the idea of when you could just throw a rapper on a beat and to supposedly get people to go and buy into something. We were of course doing like a parody of Jay-Z and 50 Cent promoting the Reeboks. That's years ago. Anyway, here comes Mr. Model Man. This whole thing is laughable. Anyway, but I gotta say, I'm happy to be laughing at it more than with it, because if I laughed with it a bit more, I might just have bought into this whole Vax thing that they're trying to push. I made my mind up on that matter a long time ago. Anyway.
Girl, you could be the queen at the quarantine. We could meet up at the spot and we could do the thing. Internet day.
But it's clearly a joke. They know it's tongue in cheek. They know that certain people are going to say that call them sellouts. So they're doing this rap thing like, yes sir, We're gonna tell people to take the vaccine for that money. You know, it's got that vibe about it that it's this very soul glow, soul plane. You know, taking the mick, it's tongue in cheek. So you can't. You know, one thing I'll say for those who just said this is so bad, it is not great, and I'm happy people are just actively saying no, thank you. In fact, get that away from me. But um, but it's definitely got comic value. It's definitely got comic value in itself the way it's done. So it's funny, but at the same time, it's not funny because if you laugh along, a lot of comedians try and do this. They get you to try and laugh along with something to the point where you essentially wind up agreeing with them over what they're pushing. And yeah, call it out and say no, sir. Anyway, let's keep going.
Chat, I'm your mate chat. Download the app, shawty, you ain't bottin', we could do the thing. Internet date chat, I'm your mate chat. Download the app, shawty, you ain't gotta wait chat. I love it when you hold me, eggplant emoji. You could be the young hot.
I love it when you hold me, eggplant emoji. What?
Shawty, you ain't gotta wait chat. I love it when you hold me.
Oh, sorry. I love it when you hold me.
Eggplant emoji. You could be the young hot thing, I'll be the OG.
Girl, you look good, want your Vax
Boo!
that thing up. You's a handsome young brother, want your Vax that thing up.
Oh my god, that's as Tucker Carlson called it, the obedience mask and the shield to boot. I mean, so much for taking the vax, eh? You're still putting that bloody stink-ass mask on. Anyway, I mean, stinking mask on. Let's just leave the ass out of it. You know, I don't want to disrespect ass right now. I'm talking about these women's fine behinds. I'm talking about the stinking masks. Anyhow, let's go.
In real life, you need to Vax that thing up. Feeling freaky all night, you need to Vax that thing up. Girl.
Anyway, it's funny. I gotta say, I can understand if it's just when I just started talking about ass, it just got me thinking about Mr. What's his name again? Why does my name always escape me? Lord Jamar saying, why is it Juvenile talking, using handsome young brother? You need to Vax that thing up. What's it got to do with him? Anywho, still, when it comes to ass and these fine women's behinds, I got to make that very clear. I'm talking about fine women behinds, and that's that. anyway, keep going.
Girl, you look good, want your Vax that thing up. You's a decent looking brother, want your Vax.
No vaccine, no vaccine. This is embarrassing. Let's just put it to be this way. As much as I can see the comic value of this, it reminds me of again, Chris Rock, head of state. You know, the kind of humor to try and get this thing, get people to accept this, even in the name of laughing at it. But it's still possible comedy, so we laugh with it. If anybody came to me with this and said, "Hey, we'd like to be in this video for some money," I said, "Get that away from me, bro. Get that." Anyway, sure. I think I can understand why people are just knee-jerk outraged at the idea of this whole thing in the first place. People who got their minds up about not being coerced into taking this thing, which, you know, we spoke about from a year ago. When we were talking about it from a year ago, people were saying, there's no vaccination. What are you talking about, trying to push a vaccine? Just wear the mask. Oh, no, the vaccine's here. The vaccine's not going to hurt you. Every time people bring up objections to this whole agenda, the brainwashed people who bought into it keep trying to downplay what people are complaining against. And I know what it's like. I used to be brainwashed. Thank God I woke up. You know, like the man running for is it the man running for governor of California right now? I forgot his name. Sorry. Is very good at waking people up, and he red pilled somebody live on air once. I I I know it's like you having been brainwashed in the indoctrination camps that a lot of the masses are who wear masks and all that. Now I know, like me, I have to put on one of those darn things at work, but and I know everybody doesn't always just have the freedom to just take it off. But for those who can, yeah, do yourself a favor and get away from this. But sorry to keep rambling on. What I'm trying to say is, you can't just keep putting this in people's faces and not expect them to try and raise legitimate complaints about things that don't make sense that are being pushed on them. you're connecting this nonsense to fucking. I just want to say that right now. I mean, it's so crass. Jeez Louise. You know, first they bribe you with a donut stash, and then French fries. I said it wrong. First they're trying to bribe you with donuts and French fries. Now they're trying to bribe you with ass. But I don't even want to say that. They just say fucking right here. I mean, if she said no vaccine, no ass, that would have been something. And again, I just want to be clear what kind of ass you're talking about here. But it just seems so crass. I know this is a dating app this video is made for, but it's still a bit. Anyway, someone's private medical status. Now, fair enough. You want to. It's good to be. It's good to make sure that your medical state is in the right state before you go canoodling with people. But this particular thing right here, it's one thing to say. Let's put it this way: in terms of me always saying there's no COVID-19. Shout out to David Icke, saying that the thing has not been isolated and proven to exist. It's one thing to say, if you test positive, no vaccine. That's one thing. But when you say no vaccine, that's crazy. You can't keep pushing this on people. And this is the key out of it. For gosh sakes. Anyway, how many ways do I have to say it? Let's keep going.
That thing up. Acting foolishly, you need to vax that thing up. Herd immunity when you vax that thing up.
Herd immunity.
Foolishly, you need to vax that thing up. Herd immunity when you vax.
Herd immunity when you herd mentality, as Trump would rightly put. Need to herd immunity when you vax that thing up. This is. You heard? Anyway.
If you wanna get sticky and hot, go get the shot. If you wanna smash some dude named Scott, go get the shot.
Some dude named Scott. It is funny, but it's not. You dig?
Go get the shot, go get the shot. BLK says go get the shot. You wanna smash with Scott, smash with Scott. BLK says go get the shot.
Let your soul glow. That's all I can say. Super cringe.
Smash with Scott.
I feel just drop. Just end the video right here. Let me know what you think. Sorry about that. That was bizarre. Anyway.